Hello. Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, good day. This is Ian Dong Bachek. I'm also known by my aliases, the good gal, small pepper, a lady and a gentleman. The Akata said it, and one of my friends reminded me the other day, 2 days ago, that I forgot about one of my other names, Bush Baby. So, I'm coming. Hi, Sarah. I'm coming to you guys live. Mostly this message is for the African presidents. My president, President Paul Biya. I know when people call your name, everybody's like scared, walking on eggshells, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. But I'm not here to ambush you or make you feel any kind of way, because the obvious is pretty much known. What I'm here to do today is tell you a little bit about the next generation of Africans and the next generation of Cameroonians like myself. Some of us have not forgotten where we came from, and we would like the opportunity to come back home and to be safe and to help our economy stabilize. But at this point in time, I speak for myself. I can speak for all the other young African generations out there, or people out there. I speak for myself because they have not chosen me to be their leader. But I do know, with interacting with them on a daily basis, this is how they also feel. We feel that you have not made it, you've not given us the opportunity to be able to come back home and give back. I don't know if you know, you probably do know. A lot of us are outside of Cameroon and outside of other African countries, and we're doing very well outside of the country. We are talented, we're intelligent, we have a lot of potential. And if we can make it in other people's countries, what more of ours? The problem is, you are making it difficult for us to come out, to come back home, to create jobs for our people, to give back in any kind of way, because we do. There's a lot of us that do, but we are scared. We are scared of our safety and the safety of the children that we'll create. But let me tell you a little bit about me so you understand where I'm coming from. I was one of those children who were born outside of Cameroon, but I came to Cameroon when I was quite young. Very, very young. I arrived at Cameroon with an American accent, so I struggled a little bit to blending into the culture. But I learned a lot of things, and the person that I am today is as a result of the blood and sweat of all Cameroonians. When I came to Cameroon, I came with my father, a young man who also had a lot of potential, because a lot of people think that I started becoming unapologetically African when I got back to America, but I was brought up to be unapologetically African, because this is what my father is. My father was also very brilliant. I can't measure up to his intelligence. All of his report cards said 98, 99, 100. So he held me up to very high standards. But he had the opportunity. He came here for college, him and my mom, and they had me here, and he took me back when he was done with school. But he had the opportunity to stay here, and companies that are still, this was in the 80s, companies that are still operational like Bank of America and all these great financial institutions were after him. He had 2 masters. But he decided to come home. He decided to come home because he cared about his people. And he took me with him. So as a result, I got to learn about the culture. I got to become a true African. And that is what I want for my children. No matter how long we stay outside of Africa, our children need to be able to experience it for themselves. I think that that was the best thing either of my parents could ever do for me. That is what I want for my children. The state of our country right now makes me worried. It makes me worried, and I can't even talk about it without crying. You have been in power for 34 years. And I am 33 years old. Technically, I am your daughter. All that has been done in the past is in the past. I hate that what I hold so dear in my heart is falling apart. I hate that. But unfortunately, this is where we are. Whether or not we stay together or we separate, the message that I have for you together today is going to be relevant. Either way. All I'm asking for myself, and I'm pretty sure my brothers and sisters want the same. All I'm asking is that you clear up the way for us, the next generation. You take out all the barriers that you put in our way. Take out all of the custom charges and all of the bribery in our way, because a lot of us have tried to come home, to start businesses, to employ our people, to make our country better. But the system that you have put in place takes away everything that we have. And by the time, before we even clear our goods out of the customs, all of the money is already gone. On the way home, we have to pay all the police people just to drive on the road. And then to get the permits to start the businesses, that's another story of bribery and corruption. It's just on, and the system works against our progress. So you cannot say that you are not to blame, because this has been going on for 34 years. You cannot say that you are not to blame. So it's only fair that I ask you, sooner or later, you are going to die, because that is a natural course in life. All I'm asking is that for the time that you have left, you can still show us that you care. You can still show us, the next generation, that you care. You can set up our society, even if it's the last thing you do, so that we can carry on and be able to have stability in our future. You can do that. All that has happened in the past doesn't matter. What matters today is what you do from this point on. Because right now, I'm working on starting a project of building a home for myself back home, and I'm paranoid. I am extremely paranoid of my safety when I'm back home. I'm extremely paranoid of all of the money that I have to spend just so I could have a home of my own back home. And to be honest, I have been searching for land in other countries. I've been in contact with people in Equatorial Guinea, in Nigeria, in Gabon, and I'm working on Ivory Coast. And it's sad. It's sad that I don't have peace of mind to come home and be with my people and give back. So you cannot say that you are not to blame. You cannot say that. Because you are the protector of the people. You are the president. And it is not right in any way that I will be running away from you because you are supposed to protect me. It is not right. There's a lot of us who have a lot of potential, who are outside, who would love to come back. But when we think about all the hell we have to go through My brothers and sisters say they're not coming back. To a certain extent, I understand why. But I want to come back. And there's others like me who want to come back. Because we're better. We're better than staying in other people's countries and letting our own rot. We're better than that. The way that you have set up our economy, you have a hold on everything. And it is not working because you are starting to lose your mind. You have to control every single thing, have an eye on every single thing. That is why things are not working. You have a lot of able bodies like myself. Many of us that you can use our potential to make our country better. But yet, you refuse to look at us. You refuse to look our way. And I just don't understand why. Cameroon is not going to be better just from your effort alone. You need the people, especially the next generation, to help you help all of us. You need us as much as we need you. So regardless of if we separate or if we stay together, this is true. And this is going to be true for every African country that is out there. You have to let us come home. You have to make it easy for us to come home because we can help. We can help. Stop using the police against us. Stop using the military against us. Stop using the government against us. Help us help you and help us help everybody else. You can't do it on your own. This dictatorship era has not been working for us. That's why we cannot grow. It has not been working for us. Why don't you just let us help you? Why don't you just let us help you? I'm going to call you Uncle President Paul Biya because you are my elder. Why won't you let us help you, Uncle? I don't understand because I see you are under a lot of stress and you're losing it. You have been losing it. Just let us help you. Guarantee our safety. I mean, if I were you, I would invite all of us back home. I would make it open. I would send an open invitation that nobody would harm us. Let us come home, and there will be nothing should stand in our way. You need to crack down on these custom officers. You need to crack down on this government and these police officers. You need to help us, help our people. It's not that you don't have the resources. We do. So why don't you just let us be able to use it so that we can all be better? Because I am ashamed. I am ashamed because when I look at Ghana and when I look at Nigeria and when I look at all these other countries, they're doing well. Ours, we're not doing well and we could do so much better. And I am ashamed that this is where we are. I'm ashamed and I am sad and I am deeply. I just hope that you listen to what it is that I have to say. I'm not here to beat you down on everything else that has been going on. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the future. I'm here for the future of Cameroonians and I'm here for the future of Africa. I just want all of you, all of the presidents to really start thinking of giving us. You have to start passing down the torch. You have to start passing down the torch because sooner or later you're going to die. So why don't you just open up the way for us? That's all we're asking. Just open up the way for us so that we can be able to take things to the next level. I just hope that someday all of my children will get to experience what I experienced in Africa. One of the first lessons that I learned was if you take care of the village will take care of you. That was the first lesson I learned in Africa. If you take care of the village will take care of you. So to all our presidents and to my president, President Paul Biya, please just open up the way for us and we will take care of the rest. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope that you guys forward this message to all of them. They need a copy of this message because it is for them. It is not, I didn't make it for the people, and I appreciate the people's support, but I want them to hear our voice because we want to help and we want to go back home and we want our safety guaranteed and we want our children to grow up in our culture. We want our legacies to be carried forward. That is not too much to ask. Good night.